Hey, I just stepped out of a worship set, literally, at the altar of the Lord, and we were praying for the nation of Iran. And as we were praying for the nation of Iran, we were praying for an open heaven. We were praying for an outpouring of God's Spirit. Open the heavens, bring forth encounters and visitations, pour out the spirit of wisdom and revelation. Let salvation come to the entire nation. And it just went on and on and on from there. And as we were singing that chorus, just the glory of the Lord came down, and I felt like God was giving me like revelation about what's happening right now. It was the prince of Persia, the principality, the demonic spirit over Persia that had hindered the angel Gabriel from coming and bringing Daniel the news that God had heard his prayers and that the deliverance for the nation of Israel was coming. And I believe that was a foreshadowing for the time that we're in right now. And now God is, and it was also King Cyrus of Persia that was a source of the Jewish people's deliverance when he allowed for the rebuilding of the temple after they had been exiled, after the initial judgments of the Lord against the nation of Israel. And I believe that was a shadow and type pointing to now. I even believe Trump is a shadow and type of Cyrus, and that Iran is connected to this entire story. That God is judging the principality. For a long time, the last 50 years, that has been a demonic stronghold. The nation of Iran has been a stronghold that Satan has used to come against the nation of Israel, to come against the West, to be an agent of terror, to be an agent of just demonic influence in the nations of the earth. And I believe God is judging that nation, judging ultimately not the people, but the principality and the powers over that nation. I believe God is breaking the power of that principality. And at the same time, he's pouring out his spirit on the Iranian people. There is already an underground in the unseen realm. There's a massive emerging underground church in Iran. And in this season, I believe the Spirit's going to pour out on that church, and the entire nation of Iran is going to get evangelized. I believe the nation of Iran is going to come to the knowledge of the Jewish Messiah. And when they do, they're going to fall in love with the Jewish people. And this is going to be impossible. This is going to be an impossible witness. In fact, I believe I have a good friend, Ramin Parsa, who I think is a forerunner of this reality. He's an Iranian ex-Muslim who became a believer and then married a Jewish woman. I believe his life actually represents a foreshadowing of what God is going to do with the nation of Iran. The nation of Iran, listen to me, is going to become the greatest lover of Israel, the greatest friend of Israel. And when that happens, it will be a sign and a wonder to the nations that Jesus is the Son of God, that Yeshua is the Son of God. But it will also be a sign and a wonder to the Jewish people that their greatest enemy has now become their greatest friend. Only God can prepare a table for you in the presence of your enemies. Saints, this is the beginning of the end. The nation of Iran is going to come to the knowledge of God and then be used by God to evangelize the Jewish nation unto the return of the Lord. Pray, saints. Pray, saints. Pray, saints. What an incredible time to be alive.